Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. Yes, people. And you already know what it is. I just finished a good day's work, and you know what? I just wanted to come on and tell you guys, how do you guys feel the day after your team not getting knocked out in the Champions League? No, not Champions League, Europa League final. Whew, Manchester United fans, how you guys feeling? Unai Emery once again does it again. The man, the myth, the legend, Unai Emery. This guy absolutely loves Europa League finals. This is his fourth Europa League final. Wow, what a legend Unai Emery is. Unai Emery, what a legend this guy is. You know what? As an Arsenal fan, I'm a little bit hard done by this because the man has now won how many finals? Like, it's ridiculous how many finals this guy has won. He has won so many finals. But you know, the best part about it is seeing Manchester United fans tears last night. These guys acted like they didn't care. They acted like this trophy meant nothing to them when it actually meant so much to them. They're liars. They tried to make it seem like they did not give a shit if they won this trophy or not. But you know what? They cared. They cared. But yo, enough about them first. Let's go. First things first. Congratulations to Unai Emery. Unai Emery, four-time Europa League winner. He won it with Villarreal. He won it with Sevilla 3 times. Man is the Europa League. Unai Emery is literally the Europa League. Unai Emery is the Europa League in essence. Unai Emery, Europa League go hand in hand. As of right now and forever, we will know it as his cup. We will know it as his cup. Unai Emery is the Europa League, literally. He loves the Europa League. He loves the Europa League. He wins that thing so much. And you know what the best part about it was? The best part about it was just seeing the Manchester United fans' tears, just witnessing their tears. I loved it. Look at this. I absolutely loved it. Seeing Bruno Fernandes crying, seeing all these guys crying. I'm sorry if you guys are Manchester United fans, but it was funny. It was funny. Let's be honest. I'm going to do a transfer story about Granit Xhaka later in the day, guys. But let's talk about this. What are you guys saying, people? What are you guys saying? The night after the Europa League final. Now, the Europa League was mad because you know how many penalties there were in this game? It was nuts. There were so many penalties. So many penalties. Whew, I lost track. Look at this. Look at how many penalties there were. This was mad. 11 penalties, Villarreal took. The goalkeepers couldn't stop anything. Look at that. 11 penalties. And it came down to De Gea's miss. De Gea's miss, That is hilarious. So De Gea couldn't stop one penalty, and then he misses. And these guys have the audacity to say, "Thou shalt not pass." Oh man, you guys are trolls. Bruno's crying isn't any funny, Mo. Never tried to do anything bad. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But yo, let's talk about Unai Emery. Let's talk about Unai Emery. Right? Never tried. Let's talk about Unai Emery. So the thing about Unai Emery for me is, how is this guy serial winner? Serial winner. Like, he's an absolute serial winner. He just wins and wins and wins and wins and wins. And it's amazing what he's been able to do in the time that he's been in football. Unai Emery has gone and he has made the Europa League his competition. He has gone ahead and just stamped his authority. Emery has now become a Sevilla club legend, and he's now become a legend over there at Villarreal, winning them their first European competition. I think it's winning them their first trophy. Am I mistaken? But yeah, let's talk about Unai Emery. Unai Emery, guys. Looking back at his, first of all, congratulations, winning the Europa League. It's not an easy thing. We've tried to do it 4 times. We've been unable to do it 4 times. You have to. You gotta sort your mods out. What happened? What are you guys talking about? Don't be mocking it. Yeah, yo, let him say whatever he wants to say, Daniel. There's no need to mute him for saying that. There's no need to what do you call it? Unhide. Let him make jokes. He can make jokes. But yo, let's get back to what do you call it? Let's get back to what we're talking about. Unai Emery. So Unai Emery was able to do something that we weren't able to do the past couple seasons, and we have to give him a congratulations. We got to tell him, you know what? Congratulations, Unai Emery, the former Arsenal manager, doing his thing, winning his fourth Europa League trophy. You know what? That's absolute class. You got to give him respect. He's done it. He's done it 4 times now. He's one of the greatest managers to ever manage in the Europa League, and he's won it 4 times. The one time he didn't win it was with Arsenal. It hurts to say, but the one time he didn't win it was with Arsenal. That's absolutely painstaking. That hurts. The fact that this guy was able to win it with every other team that he was in the Europa League with. He's only lost in the Europa League 1 time, and that was against Chelsea. That's the one time he lost and he got knocked out of the Europa League. Was the one time that he was in the final and he didn't win it. We didn't even give him a chance to get to the second final, the second season. We didn't even give him a chance. We just said, you know what, we're sick and tired of you, and maybe that was a mistake. Maybe that was a mistake. But yeah, that was. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I gotta give it up to him. I gotta give it up to him. He's done well. He did his thing. But yeah, now let's just laugh at United for a bit. I'm gonna tell you guys this. Where do United go from here? They lose that Europa League, 4 years without a major trophy. It's not really like how am I gonna say this? It's not really Manchester United to go 4 years without a trophy. It's really sad to see the club that was so great to struggle. The way Arsenal is kind of struggling. You guys remind me of Arsenal a couple of years back, where we were struggling to get trophies, and we went on a trophy drought. This is like 8 years ago. This is what Arsenal was going through 8 years ago. You know what I mean? So I'm starting to see history repeating itself. You guys are still getting top 4, and you guys are still getting into Champions League, but you guys are getting knocked out of the Champions League, not winning any trophies, not finishing second and being happy with it. The standards of your club has fallen, just like how our standards have fallen from our club. I'm seeing parallels of what's going on at Manchester United and what's going on at Arsenal, and I'm starting to see standards dropping, fans accepting mediocrity, little things creeping in. And I can't help but just draw comparisons from the two and look at it and be like, yo, both our clubs find ourselves with shit owners. Both ourselves find ourselves with managers that we don't necessarily think are the best managers to push us forward as a club. Both of us have toxic fan bases that are constantly bickering and fighting amongst each other. It's just absolutely ridiculous what's been going on at both clubs. And this is just the inkling of what's to come if there's no changes at Manchester United from the top down, and if there's no changes at Arsenal, same thing. So I'm not just gonna laugh at Manchester United, but I'm gonna actually give them commiseration and tell them, yo, I feel your pain. I get it. We lost in a final to Chelsea. We weren't in Champions League the next year, so it meant more to us. But as of right now, where do you guys go from here? You guys got Paul Pogba, you got Bruno Fernandes, you got all these great players, and you can't even win the Europa League. You're definitely not going to win the Champions League next year. And in order to push on to win the league, you need at least Varane and like Harry Kane and a couple midfielders. I don't think you're going to get all that, but hey, we'll see. That's enough about them. Now, if you guys haven't seen, Matteo Guendouzi got himself into a little bit of a, I don't even know what to call it. Matteo Guendouzi. That's what Matteo Guendouzi does. He very, very, very high praise of Unai Emery. Matteo Guendouzi gave after the game. Matteo Guendouzi was talking, was praising Unai Emery after the game, sending a message out, very scripted message to praise the manager who gave him his first chance at Arsenal, the manager who gave him a chance at the club that he still resides, which we sent out on loan. I look at this as a shot at Arteta, but look at what he said. Okay, so what a journey this football, so smart and what a journey this football, so smart and engaged. You made a dream of an entire city, of a club, of a team, and of the fans come true. You did it. You know how to win trophies. Hats off to you, Monsieur Emery. You are so unique. And this was a picture Matteo Guendouzi put out. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you guys think of this tweet? Because in my opinion, there's a lot of opinions, but I feel like, in my opinion, when I see this tweet, this is a man who knows he's leaving. This is a man who knows he's leaving. He knows he's gone. He knows he's not staying at the club, and he's just putting out stuff out there. G1 says cryptic. Tell me, do you not think it's cryptic? Do you not think there's a hidden meaning behind what he's saying in these tweets? Huh? Tell me what you guys think, because I think there's a hidden meaning behind these tweets. I think there's a hidden underlining tone of, yo, you disrespected me, so I'm just gonna talk about my guy consistently, and that's what he's done. He's talking about Unai Emery, but indirectly, I feel like he's taking shots at Arteta. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's taking shots at Arteta, or you could take it as that. Some people are calling it unprofessional. Some people are saying calling him a child. Some people are saying, you know what, he needs a lot of growing up to do, and he shouldn't be doing stuff like this. But this is what the exact message says, and this is what the message is, right? So once again, what a journey. This football, so smart and engaged. You made a dream of a whole entire city, a club, a team, and all of the fans come true. You did it. You know how to win trophies. Hats off, Monsieur Emery. You are so unique. Now you tell me, guys, when you see this message, what do you guys think? What do you think Guendouzi's trying to do? Is this dog whistles to say, yo, I'm out of the house, I'm leaving? Right? What do you think about that? Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna talk about that. It's a weird photo. 100% Coutinho in the Prem is very good. Downhill, no, I don't want Coutinho. But we're gonna talk about transfers later in the day, ladies and gentlemen, not right now. Twitter isn't place for football fans. You know what? I think this is the best way to segue into what I was going to go to. If you guys haven't seen Rashford, man, what these people are putting up on their Twitter feeds and Instagram and Facebook, and how they're just attacking players, is absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. And what I've seen from the last 24 hours to 48 hours from people is it just makes me sick. It just makes me sick. So yeah, so if you guys haven't already seen, Marcus Rashford put out a tweet, and this was the tweet. Marcus Rashford put out a tweet saying, at least 70 racial slurs on my social media account and counting so far. For those working to make me feel any worse than I already do, good luck trying, right? And this was just one of the tweets. You deserve it, mate. You're awful. It's an outrage that one of my abusers left monkey emojis on my DMs and is a math teacher. With any open profile, he's a teacher of children. And he can feel freely racist with abuse without any consequence. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, first things first, I'm not even going to get into the teacher part. The fact that they still have the monkey emojis and everything available for people to use every single day, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And in my opinion, this whole thing would be a lot easier if these social media companies tried their best to get rid of anything that people use, any weapon that people use to try to racially abuse people. If you could get rid of those weapons, then it would drop. Also, if you were to harshly punish some of the people who are racially abusing people, then it would also be better. But unfortunately, these people do not punish people. They do not punish them. They let them continuously get away with. They continuously let them get away with it. continuously. And if they stopped it, it would have been better a long time ago. But they don't stop it. They don't. They just continue to let them go on and on and on. And it's just ridiculous, in my opinion. Marcus Rashford is not the first player to be racially abused. Marcus Rashford is not going to be the last player to be racially abused. But one thing these guys could be doing as social media platforms, they could be taking a stance and having designated bots or designated people to try to stop this from spreading and try to stop attacks on certain individuals. If you are able to ban people for using monkey emojis or ban people for using racial slurs, that would be a step forward. Now, how you're going to do that, I don't know, but I would highly suggest they find a way to sort this out, because this is ridiculous. Marcus Rashford is not the first person, and Marcus Rashford is not going to be the last person to receive it. But at this point, something at least needs to be done. You need to at least show that you're trying. It doesn't look like they're trying. It doesn't look like they're putting in any effort to make any changes towards what's been going on to these players, what's been going on in people's lives. These are human beings. We are all here on this planet Earth, and we all need to somehow try to find a way to come. Oh man, it's just disgusting, man. I'm gonna call them what they are. They're scum. They're disgusting human beings. I don't give a shit what they think of me. Every single freaking person out there that's racist, you need to get yourself checked out. You need to go to a hospital, because it's a mental illness, in my opinion. It's a mental illness. And the people who are spreading it, you guys are mentally ill too. I'm sorry. I genuinely believe it. I genuinely believe it's a mental illness. But yeah, I saw the tweet, Rashford math teacher abusing him on Twitter. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Stop racism. It needs no need for it. I 100% agree. We are allowed to breathe without a mod getting in our case. Yeah, I'm gonna sort that out. Don't worry. I'm gonna sort that out. Don't worry, guys. Next, what else we got? Do you feel Rashford sat behind racist abuse so people don't point out how bad he was on the pitch? Can racists be handled with a different way just after a bad game? Listen, okay. It's not about just you can criticize someone's performance. No one's saying you can't criticize somebody's performance. You can criticize someone's performance. It's just when you take it to the level where you are sending the person monkey emojis and you're trying to hurt them, you're trying to make it cut deeper than you actually. Your intentions are not to criticize the player. You're not trying to give them tough love. You are trying to belittle that person, make them feel like they are less than you as a human being, and that is wrong. There is no way around it. You cannot try to defend the racist abuse by saying, you know what, he's trying to hide behind it. No, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. No one can hide behind racist abuse. No one can try to cover up a terrible performance by showing you images and try to make you feel sympathetic for them. They're just showing you that to show you the consequences of some people's actions. People equate criticism with being able to slate somebody. So when you're trying to cuss somebody, what do? You try to hurt them as deep as you can. And when you try to hurt somebody, you're going to go past the line of what's tolerable. You can criticize him. You can make fun of his haircut. You can do whatever you want. But just when you take it to a level where you wish death on somebody's family, you say racist things, you say culturally offensive things, you say things that are against the law, that is where you have to draw the line, ladies and gentlemen. There has to be a cutoff point, right? Racism is bigger than football. I get that. I 100% get that, right? 100% get that. I 100% get that. But everything is intertwined. Everything's intertwined, right? I'm not getting political here. I'm just stating the facts that if Marcus Rashford was to play well, he would still somehow receive it. He still would somehow receive it. It's not even about footballers. Have you guys seen what happened with Saeed? Have you guys seen Saeed? Oh man, it's mad. So Saeed even received racial abuse on his Instagram. People are tweeting Saeed's Instagram. So, where is it? Let me show you guys. So I was on thing yesterday, and on Saeed's Instagram, you can see clearly that someone on Saeed's Instagram, somebody put out some ranting yesterday. It was nuts. So here we go. So I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay, you're making fun of Rashford. You're hiding behind the fact that he's a footballer and that you can criticize a footballer, but explain what does Saeed have to do with the performance on the pitch, and why is an Arsenal fan doing this? Why is an Arsenal fan going out of their way to racially abuse Saeed? What the hell is going on in this world? You guys are disgusting, mate. You guys are disgusting. Some of these people out here are just nasty people, man. Just nasty people in this world. Just nasty people. And you know what? It's not even worth my breath. It's not even worth my breath talking about them anymore. Some of these people just need to sort their lives out, and if they don't get their lives sorted out, they deserve to be in the bin. And when I say the bin, I mean jail. So yeah, enough about them waste suits. So yeah, quick recap. We already know what we just talked about with the whole racism and everything around Marcus Rashford. That is very deep to my heart, because obviously it affects everybody. As much as you don't think it does, it can affect you even just the slightest bit, just by somebody saying it to you. It can affect your occupation when you have business meetings and people look at you differently because I'm Black and I work in finance, and I'm meeting with wealthy people. Sometimes it just affects you different ways. But yeah, going into the next one, let's talk about the next item. The next item was, so we already spoke about Guendouzi. We already spoke about everything else. If you guys don't know, there has been a story today surfacing that Granit Xhaka might be going to Roma. I'm going to do a whole transfer story on that later today, and I'm going to talk about all that. But you guys already know what I think about Granit Xhaka. You guys already know that I think he is a decent player, and if he was to go to Roma, he would do quite well over there. So you know my takes on Granit Xhaka. What else is there? What else is there? Oh, Ryan Bertrand's going to Leicester. Who gives a shit? Willian's leaving. We know about that. Martin Odegaard will return to Real Madrid and be part of the squad next season. Interesting. You know what? I'm not too worried about that, in my opinion. I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, how about this? Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is, the Kitty G. I'm out of here. One thing I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be back later at 7 o'clock doing a transfer story, doing a transfer show with all the transfer stories, talking about all the transfer stories. So today what we were talking about was Unai Emery and how he deserves a little bit more respect from wider public and everybody else. We were talking about Guendouzi's posts about Unai Emery and how he gave him some of his ratings, and also Manchester United. Yeah, you guys already know what it is. Let's all laugh at Manchester United for the day, because these guys were saying stuff like, you know what? I'm just gonna show you guys. You got Mark Goldbridge. Mark Goldbridge was saying stuff like, "We're going to Poland." Do you guys remember that?
We're going to Poland.
He was saying stuff like, "We're going to Poland," or something like that. Oh man, karma is a bitch. Where is it? Let me find it. So Babs just tweeted it, so I'm gonna show you guys. This is hilarious.
You're poor, you're shit, and you.
He was making fun of us being shit and poor. Yo, karma's a bitch when it comes around. Karma is a bitch when it comes around. Check this out. This was funny.
Anyway, man, you're shit and you're poor. You're shit and you're poor. We're going to Poland. You're not anymore. We're your role models now. We're it. We're your role models. We protest better than you and we get to finals better than you. Sit down. Anyway, Manchester United into the final of the Europa League. De Gea didn't look confident at all. And he's missed.
Oh man, that is gold. That is gold. That is gold. Anyways, people, I'm out of here. You already know what it is. The Kitty G. Peace out. I'll catch you guys at 7 o'clock when I'm done doing everything I'm doing for the day. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what it is. Peace.